show hitting the scene. Shit tales of Oz and foreigner dreams. Tales are crazy wild as the wind. Laughs and madness can make you spin. Shit tales rolling Florida's king. The podcast chaos, it's a wild thing. Tune in folks for a hell of a ride. Crazy stories far and wide. From down under to the Sunshine State, mishaps and mayhem can't escape fate. Chuvalo and Croc Dundee, a wild ride on Podcast C. Shit tales rolling Florida's king. Podcast chaos, it's a wild thing. Tune in folks for a hell of a ride. Crazy stories far and wide. From down under to the Sunshine State, mishaps and mayhem can't escape fate. Chuvalo and Croc Dundee, a wild ride on Podcast C. Shit tales rolling Florida's king. Podcast chaos, it's a wild thing. Tune in folks for a hell of a ride. Crazy stories far and wide.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Craptown Florida Man Power Ranking Podcast. I am NCR News Network, joined by friend, colleague, co-host, and apparently does not owe Blue Bacon $15,000, Mr. Anthony Caruso.
Oh, good. Hello there, NCR. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, wherever you are, right around this great world. Yes. How was that for news during the course of the week? It's been officially confirmed that Chili de Castro not only has had his defamation case against a whole bunch of YouTubers dismissed with prejudice, he now owes Blue Bacon $15,000.
Well, I just have to say one thing.
Couldn't agree
Thank you,
more.
Nelson. Thank you, Nelson. But before we get any further, let's get a word from our sponsor. Today's sponsor is Aura. With everyone online more and more, you need to keep your personal information safe. This is where Aura can help. Aura is an online security for your personal information and your data. Aura offers peace of mind with 24-hour data monitoring. They also remove your data from data brokers, provide 24-hour credit monitoring. They remove your information off the dark web, or even make sure data thieves can't get your data. And they are out there trying to find it.
And I'll find you.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will.
Won't.
Aura is offering you a free 2-week trial by clicking my link, aura.com/NCR, and you can cancel at any time. That's aura.com/NCR, or scan the QR code on the screen, or click the link in the description box. Thank you, Aura, for sponsoring today's episode. It's been a week.
It has been a week. Oh, boy.
But let's start off with our favorite segment, our newest favorite segment, the morning briefing.
We tell people how serious it is to make false threats of mass destruction, how serious it is to suggest that you're going to shoot up a school. But still, some people do that and they go to jail. This is Blake Maynard. He's 60. He goes to jail.
Okay. When I told you this week that Florida said, hold my beer, I'm making a run at the Northern Territory, I was not kidding.
This guy here looks like Randy Orton with hair.
I'm dirtbag Randy Orton. I'm here to RKO alligators. Let me fix my sweet Alabama waterfall.
Oh, my God. This guy looks like he's... you know what? This guy looks like he's just walked straight out of the Panhandle.
Yeah, but wait, it gets worse.
Oh, no.
Yesterday, he called the Winter Haven High School and threatened to shoot up the school. Then, like 10 minutes later, he called Auburndale High School and said he was on campus with an AR-15 and he had it in a guitar case, and we had to stop him before he took hostages. That is a very dangerous thing to do anytime, but certainly in this supercharged environment we have right now. Not only have we arrested him, but we also are asking the state attorney's office to investigate the possibility of charging him as an adult. Make no mistake about it. This conduct is never, ever acceptable. Oh, by the way, we have his mom under investigation as well, because she was trying to run cover for him. That's right.
Oh boy.
Wow. She won't win Mom of the Year. Take care.
Wow.
So, with everything that's been happening, you want to pull that bullshit. Not going to end well.
No, that is not going to end well at all. But I'll tell you what, I think that kid and his mum might need the support of our second sponsor.
Do you want to sue someone you love? Need to protect your First Amendment rights no matter what the situation? Want to make yourself infamous in court? Make sure you give a call to DeCastro, Myers and Blandino. DeCastro, Myers and Blandino are the very best in self-sabotaging cases, ensuring that they can get you the maximum punishment for whatever crime you may have committed. They are also the perfect legal team to ensure that you can flood the legal system with unnecessary documentation. With the ability to practice nationwide, there is no need to risk dealing with land pirates. They come to you. The best part is, it is 100% guarantee money down. So give DeCastro, Myers and Blandino a call on 1-800-VEX-LIT and ensure that you are always making a record.
Habla español, premium dos. Yeah, he's gonna have to take that money down because he's got to pay that legal fee.
Oh, he's got a lot of money to owe on that. But I'll tell you what, they might be the perfect business for them right now.
Oh yeah. Do you have the ceremonial coin, sir?
Is at the ready.
Going heads this week.
Heads is the call, and it is a head.
We're kicking things off with a Florida woman.
Yo.
I'm going to read the headline, so get ready to laugh. Florida woman drives the wrong way on I-4 to evade police units and stopped by pit maneuver. She was arrested for DUI and claims that her husband was actually driving the whole time, even though there was no one else in the car with her.
Oh, that's rare. That is very rare.
Tampa police say a woman is facing DUI charges after she was caught driving the wrong way on Interstate 4. Then tried to convince law enforcement that she wasn't even behind the wheel, the Tampa Police Department say, and shared body cam video of the arrest, which made helping the highway patrol early Saturday morning. Just before 2:30 a.m. on Saturday morning, the police received reports of a silver Toyota Camry going about 60 westbound inside eastbound lanes of I-4 after entering the interstate at 22 Second Street. Officers apparently stopped the car and said to identified the driver as a 24-year-old Christina Bella, who refused to pull over, narrowly missing marked police cars. After the highway patrol were unsuccessfully attempting a tactical maneuver, the Tampa police officer performed a precise immobilization technique, otherwise known as PIT, to safely stop the car on I-4 between 22nd Street and 50th Street. The body cam footage started by showing the officers at the highway patrol boxing the car in and Bella stepping out. Do you realize you were going the wrong way on the interstate? Tampa police officers can be heard saying. On this interstate? Bella asked in response. The video cut to Bella trying to explain to officers what happened. My husband's driving me home, she said. What do you mean? You're driving home, the officer interjected. No, he's driving us home. You were just driving, said the officer. No. I wasn't driving. I was in the passenger seat. Believing that she was under the influence, they performed a breathalyzer test where she came up with a BAC of 0.199 and then a 0.202, double the legal limit.
Jeez.
She was charged with driving while under the influence, aggravated fleeing and evading, evading at a high speed. She was transported to the Ormond Road jail and was released on bond on Monday evening. Oh, this is absolutely no excuse for driving while under the influence, Tampa Police Chief said. They are there to make safe and so we're gonna go to the body cam footage because I can't read anymore because it's too goddamn funny. If it paid 10, fix your shit. I hate your website.
Choose Winners and Yonker for answers regarding your injury claim. I'm Pat.
No, Winners and Yonkers, we will not be unless you're paying me.
Yeah, at least the Castro Myers and Blandino are paying us. Let's face it.
Yeah, the check is in the mail with them.
Yeah,
it's always
we know. It's got $15,000 next to it.
This is 24-year-old Christian Bell is free on bond. Tampa police say she was driving the wrong way on I-4 over the weekend. Police released video of that moment when they and FHP troopers stopped her.
A lot younger than I thought she would be.
Yeah. Got the fit.
Gave a good
Police
whack.
say Beal failed a field sobriety test, blew more than twice the legal limit on the breathalyzer. They say she got on I-4 at 22nd Street.
Look at that
They used a
outfit.
pit maneuver between 22nd Street and 50th.
Is that a leopard
Beal
print
was stopped.
bra?
She tried to
believe
convince
so.
officers it was actually her husband behind the wheel. Wrong-way drivers are one of the deadliest dangers on Florida.
I'm just glad Jim didn't find that video, or if not, he'd be trying to marry me off to that broad.
Oh, jeez.
Who is your number 10, sir?
My number 10 is going to shock, awe, and dismay you all, ladies and gentlemen, because my number 10 is not Port Pirie.
Let me set my drink down.
It gets worse. It's a changeover for the still shit title. Guess who it's gone to this week?
Tasmania?
Mount Isa.
What
What
did they do?
Nothing. It's just been tagged shit, still shit. And believe me, the comment section has gone absolutely mental. It's official.
All right.
Mount Isa did nothing and outdid Port Pirie.
Yeah, that is impressive.
Who is your number 9?
Number 9. I'm going to need some help with this one. Bender?
Have you ever tried simply turning off the TV, sitting down with your children, and hitting them?
Okay, I'm concerned that's coming up that early.
Yeah, let me put it this way. If I play it anymore for any of my stories, it's going to get burnt out.
Just like what we had with Troy, was it?
Yep.
Oh, boy.
Florida man,
Now,
32 students and faculty hospitalized in pepper spraying incidents at Florida high school.
jeez.
I'm going to repeat from the news article. 32 students and faculty hospitalized in pepper spraying incident at Florida high school.
This is nuts.
Dozens of South Florida students and faculty members were hospitalized Thursday after there was they were exposed to pepper spray following an altercation at the high school, officials say. Palm Beach County Fire and Rescue said at a news conference 32 people were taken to the hospital after a fight broke out and pepper spray was deployed at Lake Worth Community High School in Lake Worth Beach, about 40 miles north of Fort Lauderdale. 10 to 12 attending students were evaluated and then taken home by their families, a spokesman Tim Ray said. The principal of Lake Worth High School described the incident as an altercation involving multiple students. Excuse me. School police and administration worked to try to de-escalate the situation and used pepper spray, injuring multiple students and staff members, the principal said in a statement. The principal said the campus remains secure and that the school is continuing as normally. I have no video, I have no stills, but this is one of those crazy ass Florida man stories where the kids aren't acting right, and hearing that break out, altercation where it involves 32 students and staff.
I mean, we shouldn't laugh at stories like this because it is very disturbing, but yeah, sometimes that gallows humor sort of comes through, doesn't it?
It does. Who is your number 9?
Oh, number 9 takes us to another town that's pretty shit in its own right. We're off to Whyalla in South Australia. So not far away from Port Pirie, but we're off to Whyalla instead. And get DJ Khalid ready because a Gronk has been caught shoplifting a TV by attempting to shove it up his shirt.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
And we're going to start off by just letting the news story show us in full view. By the way, I just want to point out what a very unfortunate freeze frame just started.
Guys, I don't know why y'all keep saying I look like a koala. I don't look like a koala. But do you have any eucalyptus?
I'm more concerned with that face there because he seems like he's enjoying something.
Yeah. You're better than all the other koalas.
Let's get started.
A Boulders brass shoplifter has been caught on camera stealing a television from an electrical store in Whyalla. Crystal clear security vision shows the man casually stuffing the box under his T-shirt and strolling out. The shop posted the video asking for the thief to return the TV. Management says they know the man's identity and the crime in Whyalla is out of control. A Boulders brass...
I just want to go back. Yeah.
Nothing suspicious about this. Just, I wonder how it feels. Let me tell me. Wonder how it feels. Let me tell me.
I just want to point out as well, it wasn't even a good TV. There it is. There, it's a TIAC. Come on.
If you would have came in with something under your shirt, that would have been a little more believable. Not even a shopping bag or something, bro.
That's disappointing.
That is stupid. You are a dumb criminal, sir.
And what's even better, and we're going to be doing what we always love to do from time to time. Guess what we're rating?
Let's go to the comments.
Someone posted in, you can hardly see it. Bloke should have gone for a bigger one. He's going to birth a beautiful TV.
Are we sure it's going to be a TV and not a DVD player?
Wyalla's very own Teletubby.
I'm thefty.
What TV? I saw nothing. Oh,
It's a medical condition.
Oh dear, oh dear. Absolutely beautiful one here. He will be watching himself on that stolen TV going, I know that bloke.
Jesus Christ. You know, I love John Waters. It's like one of my favorite directors. He did this thing called This Filthy World. And he talked about when he was younger and how him and Divine used to shoplift. They had he had custom made pants to stick records and shit in. He talks about one time Divine just walked out with a fucking chainsaw. Like, what are you gonna fucking do? Stop me?
Who's your number 8?
Number 8. Florida man crashes car and tosses kids over fence.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
A Fort Lauderdale man was arrested. Deputies say a Fort Lauderdale man recklessly attempted to evade arrest and ended in a car crash and a shocking move where he hurled 3 children over a fence. Oh. According to the Lee County Sheriff's Office, Larry Rada Jr. was spotted speeding down Santa Claus Boulevard Saturday afternoon. When deputies tried to stop him, he sped up in his car in a full circle around the patrol vehicles before taking off. Deputies say they didn't pursue him out of safety concerns, but later, Rada crashed his car with 3 children inside that he allegedly threw over a 6-foot-tall privacy fence before jumping it himself. Jeez. The 3 children were taken to the hospital for evaluation and released into the custody of the WBBH. Rada was later booked in for 3 counts of child neglect. Officers say more charges could be filed for hit and run and flee, but we have pictures.
Oh boy. You know it's big when there's pictures involved in here. Let's see it.
Okay, so here is the car.
Yep.
Here's the mugshot.
Yep.
And here's where he crashed out.
Jeez. That's decent.
I mean, we even got video, so let's watch some of the video.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Geez, you're getting a lot of ads at the moment. There we go.
A Larry Rada Jr. ran to a stranger's house in South Fort Myers after crashing Saturday afternoon and threw the 3 young children over this nearly 6-foot-tall fence.
Whoa!
Jumped the fence himself to hide.
It's kind of insane that anybody can even do that and, wake up the next day.
They were taken to the hospital, checked out, and then released.
It's really just the lack of respect and care for not only the road safety, but the other people around him and his children, who were devastated by this.
Rada Jr. was arrested on 3 child neglect charges. Investigators will not say what his relationship is to the kids.
It's crazy. I can't believe it. I mean, I feel bad for the parents, obviously. I mean,
okay. There is a lot we need to break down here. You have 3 children in your car. You choose to flee from the police. Bad move right there.
Yeah.
And then to flee from the police, you hurl your children over a fence that you don't know if there's a guard dog in there or not. And then you jump it yourself while looking like the worst version of a Temu broke or AliExpress Bray Wyatt, which pisses me off even more because Bray Wyatt was one of my personal favorites.
I mean, the way he starts off, he's already in a police chase. It's going like this.
Now we can do this the easy way or we can do it the hard way. The choice is yours.
He throws the kids over the fence. And then this.
I see you choosing the hard way. Okay.
Oh, Lord of man. What will we ever do with you?
Dear God. Moving on now to number 8 for the Shit Sounds of Australia. And we're going to go to Traralgon in Victoria. That's an absolute mouthful there. Where a Gronkest has lit a fire in a McDonald's toilet. Now, it's not a full-blown story around this. It is from the Latrobe Valley Incidents and Crime Activity and Local Media Information. A toilet fire brought under control by at a McDonald's in Argyle Street in Traralgon. Managed to pronounce that correctly. Reports of an erratic female going in there, set the toilet bit on fire, and then locked herself in the toilet. What was she doing?
Just trying to make herself an offering to the Hamburglar.
Oh, I mean, stuff like this happening in a McDonald's, especially some of the toilets from time to time, is never a good sign. You only need to look at our former Prime Minister, who, of course, shat himself at Engadine Macca's. Yeah. Nothing good ever happens in a McDonald's toilet. Who's your number 7?
Hold on. I have to bring this up because I think this is who she was trying to bring back.
Oh, dear God.
Do you remember when they released the new and improved Hamburglar?
Yes.
I don't think he's trying to steal somebody's sandwich as much as he's trying to steal somebody's girl. I'm gonna rubble your patties, baby.
Oh, God, stop it. Stop it.
Never.
Number 7, if you will.
Florida man robs Disney Springs in scuba suit and escapes via water.
I'm intrigued, yet suspicious.
Investigators are searching for a man who robbed a popular Disney Springs restaurant after it closed to guests. Sources familiar with the investigation said that they believe the man swam up to the Paddlefish restaurant shortly after midnight on Monday and stole thousands of dollars and then swam away. You know, I could read this, but I think we're just going to go to the news story.
Let's do it. Hopefully, we don't have to put up with as many sponsor videos as we did for the previous ones.
We shouldn't. Hold on, let me get this pulled up here.
Just talk amongst yourselves, ladies and gentlemen, while we get this
I am teching horribly today. I'm teching horribly. Here we go.
There we go.
Sound on.
Here, frankly, that is the Paddlefish restaurant behind us, which was a crime scene at midnight. The Paddlefish restaurant prepared to open as normal Monday, hours after deputies say this man swam up to the replica steamboat.
Go on.
Bring in the gimp.
Do Bruce Willis's line now. You can't say, "You okay?"
Oh, God. And the worst part is he's dressed up exactly as CJ does in that mission on Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I think it's the same gimp suit.
Now I'm just thinking about that scene from Pulp Fiction. Bruce Willis to Ving Rhames. You okay? Ving Rhames. No, man. pretty fucking far from okay. He looks like he's trying to cosplay as the Riddler from that god awful Batman movie.
I'm surprised he hasn't wandered around armed with a double-ended dildo in his hand.
Stripped off his wetsuit and robbed the restaurant of at least $10,000 in cash. A heavily redacted report showing it happened just after midnight, after the restaurant closed and the manager was counting money to put into the safe.
That's
Investigators said after the man spray painted the security camera, he forced 2 employees to get into the corner of the room and close their eyes. The robbery taking about 2 minutes before the man left, and the employees called 911. Investigators believe the man, who was described as wearing clothes and a beanie by the employees, put his scuba gear on, got back into the water, and swam off. But to where, they don't know. The investigation still active.
Okay, I have to on this one. I have to.
It's just not right. It's really eerie here. Something's fucky.
Very fucky.
I mean, something's fishy here.
Literally.
I mean, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. But we're gonna have to move on because I'm at a loss for words.
Oh yeah, I know. Our number 7 now for shit towns of Australia, it takes us to Eucla in Western Australia, and there's been a bit of a trend lately with regards to performances in Australia, with the poor behaviour and the poor performance of police. Ladies and gentlemen, they've done it again because a meth trafficker has walked free after Drongo cops conducted an illegal car search.
Bad cops, bad cops. Bad cops, bad cops. Bad cops, bad cops. Bad cops, bad cops. Springfield cops are on the take. But what do you expect for the money we make? Whether in a car or on a horse, we don't mind using excessive force. Bad cops, bad cops. Bad cops, bad cops.
And it's so fitting for this one. A man caught crossing the Nullarbor with trafficable quantities of methamphetamine was allowed to walk free because police officers unlawfully detained him, prompting scathing criticism from a sitting judge. In July 2023, Sergeant Milan Sobot spotted an SUV about 40 kilometres from the Eucla town site near the Western Australian-South Australia border. The sergeant instructed his 2 officers to pull the vehicle over because it looked unusual, which prompted Sydney Constable Amarinda Narang and Marcus Scott to stop the car. Sydney Constable Narang then searched the vehicle and found packages of drugs, prompting the officers to arrest the driver and passenger who was also in the vehicle. But following protracted court proceedings, Judge Charlotte Wallace has now ruled it was unlawful for the officers to have stopped the vehicle in the first place, and they failed to get informed consent for the search. There is no lawful basis upon which police officers are authorised to stop a vehicle on a mere whim simply because it may look out of place. Ah, boy. Now, here's the thing that's come out of it. They found a small quantity there in the car. They then found a further 254 grams. Dude, guys, come on.
Did they not hear what happened to Fred Krueger when they didn't read him his Miranda rights?
Oh, jeez.
I'm wondering if the guy in court asked the judge if he could have his drugs back. No, since it was an illegal search, can I have my drugs back?
Oh, I can just hear them chanting in the background. Don't push your luck. Don't push your luck.
I'm going to push it. I want my drugs back.
Oh, God, let's move on. Who's your number 6?
Number 6. And for the remainder of the Florida Man stories, I have to thank Mrs. Tom for sending me these great stories Thank you so much. But a ICE officer is injured in South Florida traffic stop. DHS blames sanctuary retractors. In Homestead, Florida, a U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement officer was injured Monday during a traffic stop in Homestead after a suspect allegedly reversed his vehicle into the officer while attempting to evade arrest. According to the Department of Homeland Security, the driver, identified as Henry Garcia, was an unidentified immigrant from Guatemala who struck the officer in the legs, nearly crushing him. Garcia then reportedly crashed into multiple ICE vehicles before fleeing into oncoming traffic, crashing into a utility van. The three undocumented migrants who exited the vehicle and attempted to escape on foot have been identified. ICE officers rendered aid at the scene and detained 4 of the people who they were trying to transport to a local hospital for evaluation. DHS says they have been seen discharged and are now in ICE custody pending removal proceedings. The men have been identified as Henry Garcia, Ruben Garcia, Oran Hernandez, and I cannot pronounce the first name, but his last name is Martinez. The first 3 have been in the country illegally for a number of years. The last suspect, Mr. Martinez, they do not know when he entered the country, but they do know when he's going to be leaving. I mean, we have photos, so we're just going to go to the photos now. Let me bring these up, because when you see this, how that ICE officer did not get more injured than he already did.
That's a fair whack.
It gets worse.
Oh no.
Look at that. Look at that van.
Yeah, that's not buffing out, unfortunately.
Let me go back. See, that's factory damage. You can buff that out. That was like that. That's supposed to be crushed in.
Yeah, that's a very heavy hit.
That is a severe hit. You know, it's one of those things that you don't expect to see happen, but it happens.
Jeez.
Who is your number 6, sir?
My number 6 takes us to good old Brisbane in Queensland. It's the, if I get this right, the second of 4 stories where we're going to be going to our own Sunshine State. A grog has been charged after leading cops on a chase to the Sunshine Coast in a stolen truck. Queensland Police have released security vision of 2 people accused of a violent carjacking north of Brisbane. It is alleged a 35-year-old man from Granville and a 26-year-old woman from Maryborough assaulted 3 people at a service station on the Bruce Highway at Murrayfield early on Sunday morning. They assaulted, went in, stole a Mitsubishi Outlander, and then went for an absolute joyride in it.
Of course they did.
Now, of course, we've got the pictures of these 2 miscreants. So I believe they are still very much on the run. Here's the first gentleman here.
You know, that face tattoo is a dead giveaway.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And then the woman.
He promised me meth, but he didn't provide.
I know. And let's and then of course, going through the comments section, the general premise of the entire situation is that it is absolutely disgusting what has happened with it. But it looks like it's not gonna be as big as that idiot down in Victoria at the moment, but it looks like it's gonna be a decent manhunt on for this guy here. So keep an eye out for these two cretins if you see them, as they were involved in a carjacking in Brisbane and ended up driving all the way out to the Sunshine Coast. And with that, who's your number 5, NCR?
Number 5. 12-year-old boy arrested in Port St. Lucia for online threats against student.
Oh, geez. Underage people making threats in a town that starts with a port.
So,
yep.
I have the story and I have video of the story. So we're going to go to the video of the story. But before we get into it, because this involves firearms.
And so I pull out my gun. Woo!
Yep.
Oh, that's a new addition.
It is. And it's going to get a lot of play. Because it might get played again.
At St. Lucie West K-8 is now facing serious charges. Police say he made disturbing threats on social media to harm a fellow student and shoot up his school. He's now been arrested. Police say the boy claims it was a prank, but many people
it's just a prank, bro.
Oh, give us a rest.
Outside the school about the incident.
It started with a September 16th tip. A concerned parent calling 911 saying their son's friend was getting terrifying threats online. The threats were being made on Instagram through what police
of
say
course
was a
Instagram
page, an anonymous account used to spread rumors.
Why is it always Instagram or TikTok?
Youth these days. Youth.
I don't know. I guess I'm old.
Threats of shooting a child, knowing where the child lived, and that included also threats of shooting the child at the school.
This arrest report gives a closer look. One message suggests using a .7.62 caliber gun, which is a high-powered assault rifle, to shoot up the victim's house. Another telling the victim to, quote, wait for October 14th. Photos like these showing assault-style rifles and handguns were also shared.
What the hell?
And so I pull out my gun. Woo!
People, children, and or adults that make these kind of threats online or in written form, threatening another person, another child, or threatening to shoot up a school, will face consequences.
Investigators track the account back to Reggie Joseph, a 12-year-old student at St. Lucie.
Hold on. We have to do a disclaimer. He has no relation to Sir Reginald.
Yeah, no relation.
He confessed to making the threats, telling police it was all a prank after a falling out with the victim over the summer.
This is not a prank. This is an extremely serious situation. We urge parents to know what your children are doing on social media, to know what they're doing on their phones, on their gaming consoles, on their iPads, and on their computers.
Parents outside.
Oh, I mean, wow. But again, this is classic for...
Have you ever tried simply turning off the TV, sitting down with your children, and hitting them?
Yeah, this is a prime case of that. And honestly, where the hell were the parents in all of this? That's just not good enough.
The second time in this podcast that we've had students making claims of shooting a school.
What is going on in Florida this week?
I told you. They must have heard us talk about the Northern Territory and they said, fuck it, hold my beer. Moving
Well-
on to number 5 for the shit towns of Australia.
I think we're going to need R. Kelly again because we're off to New Norfolk in Tasmania, where a trio of Tasmaniacs have been charged with firearm offences following a stabbing in a McDonald's car park. Actually, before we do...
Oh, shit. Here we go again.
Another McDonald's.
Another McDonald's, another stabbing, and just to top it all off, another threat of gun violence. I mean, seriously.
And so I pull out my gun.
Police have charged 2 men with a wounding and aggravated assault following the alleged stabbing of another man at New Norfolk on Sunday. The 2 men, aged 33 and 29, were arrested in the Greater Hobart area on Sunday after investigations into the incident at 4:20 in the morning. A 31-year-old man received non-life-threatening injuries to his face and upper body and remains in Royal Hobart Hospital for treatment. Furthermore, a 32-year-old woman at the scene during the alleged assault on Sunday has been charged with the same offences and bailed to appear in court later. The 2 men have been accused. The 2 accused men have been detained on a range of charges, including wounding, aggravated assault, possessing a firearm when not the holder of a firearm license of the appropriate category, possessing shortened firearm, and possession of stolen firearms.
Okay.
The 32-year-old woman was granted bail while the 2 men remain in custody to face court. Now, a couple of things I want to point out with this. First off, shortened guns. So there's
They
some
stole
work.
off the barrels.
Yeah. In the comments section, just next time, just go through the drive-through of the car park. It's a minefield out there. Tasmania is getting a lot like here in Adelaide and other places on the mainland. Things are just getting worse. Fair comment here. Macca's shouldn't be open for 24 hours. It's just a rat's nest. I mean, yeah, I could see that. Oh, boy. A lot of them are going around accusing of two-tier policing about the woman being allowed to be out on bail. But, you know, when the other 2 blokes have got the knives and stabbing each other, just a good old time in a Macca's drive-through. Why not? All right, let's keep moving on here. Number 4, NCR.
All right. Number 4. OSHA finds tree trimming company in wood chipper death. Which, by the way...
Need to clean up some fallen down trees or deal with an unwanted body? Then look no further than Woody's Wood Chipper Emporium. At Woody's Wood Chipper Emporium, we have the very best in materials and equipment to be able to clean up any mess that you so desire. Just make sure you ignore the red paint that is located in and around the wood chipper itself. Woody's Wood Chipper Emporium. Find us in the wood chipper section or give us a call at 1-800-CHOP-A-BODY.
Again, gallows humor at its best.
Absolutely.
Ocean Ridge, Florida, a South Florida tree trimming business, has been fined as a result of a fatal wood chipper accident in late January in Ocean Ridge. According to the Occupational Safety and Health Administration website, or OSHA, the company, Carlton Tree Service, Inc., has been fined $16,550. OSHA says at 9:30 a.m. on January 28th of 2025, employee 1 was working as a ladderer for a tree removal service. A laborer, and was performing a tree trimming at the client's property. While working near the infeed chamber of the wood chipper, the employee got caught in the equipment and was fatally injured. Carlton's tree trimming service was outside. That's outside of Ocean Ridge Town Hall and Ocean Ridge Police Department were at the accident when it happened. At the time of the accident on January 28th, Ocean Ridge Town manager said 7 co-workers and a supervisor were at the scene and witnessed the entire thing. The accident or injuries, what they want to call it, what the fuck it is, it's just called a wood chippering, happened, and they rushed over to assist the victim, who was putting tree branches and limbs into the wood chipper and had been pulled in by the machine, town manager said. The victim was a man from Mexico. OSHA says in a quote, the employer did not furnish the employee and the place of equipment with the proper gear that was needed and did not have the was free from any regardless of any hazards or safety concerns, and was more likely to cause more severe injuries or death. I mean, I don't think we should read anymore because this is just proving a point, but Jesus Christ.
Jeez. That's just tragic. That is
It
very
is.
tragic. Oh boy. Shall we move on from there?
Yes, please.
Number 4 for the shit towns of Australia takes us to Canoona in Queensland, where a Gronk, who allegedly shot a bloke in the leg, then managed to evade cops for 9 days, has finally been arrested after crashing into a caravan. Detectives have released... Yeah, indeed. Detectives have released images of a man who they believe can assist investigations into a traffic crash north of Rockhampton. Now, on the 9th of September, police were called to a Manunda hotel around midnight, where a 45-year-old man was located with a gunshot wound in his leg. Police allege he attended the address with a firearm before shooting the 45-year-old man and leaving the scene. On the 16th of September, police were called to a traffic vehicle crash on Kunwarra Road in Livingston, north of Rockhampton. So that's up near Canoona. Initial information indicates a Holden Crewman utility collided with a caravan. No one physically injured. Upon arrival, police located firearms and ammunition in the Holden. A 47-year-old Cooktown woman fled from the vehicle, was arrested in bushland nearby. She's been charged with acts intended to maim, armed robbery, unlawful possession of weapons, unlawful use of a motor vehicle, and 4 traffic-related offences. She's appearing in Rockhampton Magistrates Court. A 42-year-old man remains outstanding with police appealing to John Durham Willie to contact them. He's believed to be in the Rockhampton area and is considered armed with the public advised not to approach. Jesus Christ, here we go again. I mean, I don't get it. What is going on with so many people now just engaging in violence and running into the bush? We've had 2 stories now today. We've had the story coming from last week. I mean, dead set.
Oh, fucking do it again.
I mean, it's like they're trying to copy that shitheel in the outback of Victoria.
Oh, Desi Freeman. Yeah. Copycat stories. I know. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to move on to the medals. Who's your bronze medalist this week?
More rivaling from Florida man for the Northern Territory spot of shit parenting.
Oh, no.
Rampaging Florida boys cost $50,000 in damages to school library and are turned in by their own moms.
Well, at least the mum's done the right thing this time. To an extent.
This is the worst kind of book cracking. 2 rotten Florida boys allegedly cost over $50,000 in damages to their school's library and were turned into the police by their own mothers, according to officials. The The alleged bad seeds were identified as 12-year-old Felix Cohen Romani and a 13-year-old Bentley Ryan Willer, who confessed to the outrageous vandalism of Friendship Elementary Library. Oh, boy. Let me bring up more of the story. The chaotic body cam footage posted to Facebook on Sunday by the Volusia County Sheriff's Office shows officers responding to a fire alarm at 1 a.m. with guns drawn and stumbling through a maze of destruction. Destroyed books, shelves, desks, tables, and other things in the library. A glass door was shattered at the media center and vandalized, with furniture being broken, books torn apart, thrown asunder, graffiti scrawled on the doors, and video. And the video, as the video shows, the two punks were shown on video surveillance footage right before breaking into the library, with one boy spotted with a can of Monster Energy drink hat while wearing a mask, according to the images released by the sheriff's office. You know, you don't see that with my sponsor, Dubby. You don't see that shit happening. Just saying. I'm just saying. I drink Dubby and I don't tear up libraries. I go to libraries and I start cranking out, books, but Dubby, this is what you need to market to the parents to get to buy it for them. Your product won't cause them to destroy libraries. The hilarious part is the mothers turned the sons in, according to authorities. After the video was posted, the mothers of the two boys ratted them out, putting them on the hook for the massive repair bill. Oh, I think we've got body cam footage. If not, I've got the stills. Jeez. Let me see if I can find the footage here, because it's from Volusia County Sheriff's, because I know they always post good stuff.
Yeah. Good on the mum. Good on the mum for turning these. Both mums, yeah.
Let's see if we can. Because I'm going to their YouTube page, because they usually post stuff like this. I'm not seeing it, so we're just going to go to the still images. So let me bring this up here. Let me close this tab here.
Are those the two kids there?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Okay, so we have the two students. Look at this so far.
Disgraceful. I mean, the other kid, one of the kids should be in jail just for that, the hairdo.
Oh, yeah. But look. They smashed the TV off the stand. They torn up books. They destroyed furniture. You guys are on your way to becoming proud Florida men in your own right. So
they're going to get a tour of the wood chipper.
Yeah. It's just a prank, bro. Does my top not look fine? He's got a little dirtbag mustache coming in.
Oh, boy.
Look at it.
That's disgusting. That's two worms trying to work their way around his mouth.
It's like he's got that little dirtbag mustache, and he's like, I'm not gonna shave this one. It's coming in. Dude, just shave off both sides. No, because this makes it look like I'm more mature.
Oh dear, oh dear.
Who are your bronze medalists, sir?
The bronze medalist takes us to Sydney in New South Wales, and we are going right into the middle of the CBD. And we've got a really shit human to deal with here. Feral teen has been arrested after allegedly setting a homeless man on fire. What a piece of shit this guy is. A young Tasmanian man has been charged after allegedly setting fire to a homeless man sleeping outside the State Library of New South Wales in Sydney. New South Wales police say the 18-year-old attacked the victim late on Wednesday night. The victim, a vulnerable member of the homeless community, was set alight while sleeping in his sleeping bag on the library steps, police said. The man is in hospital being treated for his injuries. Sydney City detectives arrested the accused in Woolloomooloo less than 18 hours after the disturbing September 10 incident. He refused bail and will appear in court on serious charges. Acting Superintendent Detective Inspector David L. Budwadi praised the swift and professional actions of the detectives. Their dedication and teamwork led to the rapid identification and arrest of the alleged offender, he said. Well, after pasting the police in Western Australia, it's nice to know that at least New South Wales Pol have got their act together and got this cretin in within 18 hours. But quite seriously, to this punk, you're a piece of shit. Whoever told you that? You're a piece of shit.
You are.
Who's your silver medalist?
My silver medalist is out of New York, but it's a straight Florida man-esque story that ties into what we've been covering so far this week. Middle school student arrested in alleged sextortion scheme, says police.
Sextortion?
Yes.
Okay.
A middle school student in Stony Point, New York, was arrested following a months-long investigation into sextortion plot that may have involved over hundreds of victims, according to local police. Sextortion, or sexual extortion, refers to when somebody tries to exploit somebody using sexually explicit pictures, photos, or videos, and then demands money or sexual acts by threat to release the materials, according to the FBI. The Stony Point Police Department announced this week that the investigation, which began in February, led to the arrest of a Fieldstone middle school student and on multiple felony charges, including the use of children in sexual performances and promoting sexual performance by a child.
Jesus.
The juvenile male was arrested in June, but was not charged until last week, due to an ongoing investigation, says police. This is getting worse by the read, but okay. The police say the suspect named is being withheld due to his age. However, a lot of these cases end up out of state or out of the country, mostly due to some of it being a little understanding of what and a little troubling. Detective Andrew Kyogre says of the Stony Point Police. While there were 6 alleged victims who have come forward so far, the investigation believes there could be potentially several hundred additional victims. How the fuck did he do this?
Words cannot describe what I'm thinking with this right now, honestly.
The case involves male students who believe they were exchanging photos with a female on social media, but actually were in communications with a male student who then demanded money and threatened to distribute the explicit images, according to police. A police official stressed that sex extortion is not just a local issue, but a global problem fueled by social media. Many parents may be unaware of the exact dangers of this, according to the Stony Point Police Department, and released in a press release, they implied communication and support and open dialogue between parent and child. The FBI warned in 2024 bulletin that sexual extortion is a growing threat nationwide, and with the FBI and Homeland Security investigators receiving over 13,000 reports of online sexual extortion of minors from October 2021 of March of 2023. I mean, I don't need to read anymore. This kid is this kid. I don't think he could be saved. I don't.
This is golden turd material. This.
Yeah. But this kid has just tanked his entire future.
Yeah. No one will trust him.
Nobody would. He's going to end up on the registry. Let's be honest.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, congratulations. You know, at that young age to be potentially put on the sex offenders list. Yeah, well done, mate. Well done.
Oh no, he's definitely going on there because he has multiple photos of these other male students, and then he's threatening to extort them.
Yeah.
You know, all the counts in the images are going to count as individual counts of having the material. Let's move on. Let's move on to your silver medalist because I'm getting pissed off here.
Well, my silver medalist is not going to help much further because we're off to Dublin in South Australia, not Dublin, Ireland, Dublin in South Australia, where hundreds of pigs have died after a piggery has caught fire.
So it was a pig roast?
Oh, Jesus. A representative for the piggery confirmed 2 sheds at the facility caught fire on Monday morning. They said each shed housed roughly 250 pigs. Emergency services were called to the scene at about 11:30 a.m. and worked until about 11 p.m. to put the fire out, I should say. A CFS spokesperson said it was believed hot and dry conditions caused the spontaneous combustion of a waste bale containing mulch, which spread into nearby hay bales. Regional Duty Officer Isaac Eckerman told the ABC radio in Adelaide that high winds have caused the blaze to spread to the piggery sheds. This is Now, an Angar proprietor's spokesperson estimated the losses of at least $200,000. They've been the subject of an RSPCA investigation into alleged animal welfare breaches previously after the animal activist group captured images and videos from inside the facility. The spokesperson said they're aware of the situation. PIRSA is on hand to assist at the site. However, a spokesperson said it remains an active fire scene. It was unable to confirm the number of pigs that have been affected at this stage. This location got done by the RSPCA after a video was leaked of cruelty to the pigs. And then this place accidentally goes up in flames. And the pigs are dead. Yeah. I'm skeptical.
Over what?
Motive.
Sounds like they wanted to have a luau without getting all the festivities going.
Yeah, they were mass cooking ribs that night. Clearly. Oh, yeah. There's a sad state of affairs. It's been a real downer this week, and I'm just hoping that our number ones will be able to pick things up, but I don't hold much hope from my side. Who's your number one?
Number one for the Florida Man segment. We're heading off to a very, very special place. Would you like to guess where?
Oh, please tell me we're either heading. We must be heading back to Polk County.
We are.
Yes. Do it.
Okay. Reports from this latest human trafficking sting out of Polk County, Operation Fool Around and Find Out Again.
Oh,
or as
no.
they put it, FAFOA. Led to 246 arrests. Oh, I'm bringing up the press conference now.
Oh, God. Just all we need is the press conference.
Hello, everyone. It's certainly my honor to be with you today, and we've got
Brady,
Brady.
Find Out Again. And we're going to introduce you to some of the big bosses that were involved in this.
I love how he says that. My ulcers.
Who don't know, this is our NIA Academy. We have representatives from all over the United States. Part of their class was to be there to not only see the undercover operation, but the technology, and then to be here today to see how the press conference goes.
Okay, I'm going to read off some of the agencies involved so you can see how much of a fuckery this was. Department of Homeland Security.
Yep.
ICE.
Mm-hmm.
U.S. Army CID.
Ooh.
Florida Department of Financial Services.
Okay.
Multiple local police departments.
Yeah.
The Florida Attorney General's office.
Yeah.
And the state attorney for the 10th Judicial Circuit.
Geez, they all got in on the act, didn't they?
Oh. Wait for it.
Our focus was to rescue the victims of human trafficking and to also intercept child sex predators, pedophiles, deviants before they could get to children.
Deviant.
And that's what we're going to talk about today.
Deviant.
But first off, I want to introduce to you Florida's Attorney General, James
Okay.
Uthmeyer.
Let
He's
me
a dear friend of mine.
jump ahead here.
Or more of them but this is the ones we identified. Of course, we arrested 9 that had 18 was the youngest person we arrested. 67 was the oldest one.
Jesus
we
Christ.
also had people
Whoa.
on government assistance. Now, I have to point them out. You know, our CFO is really interested in waste. Well, think about it. You, the hardworking people, were out making money, earning money, paying taxes, and they were being paid to violate the law. And I imagine there were
Disgraceful.
more of them but this is the ones we identified. Of course, we arrested 9 that had a military background. One was active Army, 5 previous
Oh, dear.
Army in addition to the 1, 2 Air Force, 1 Navy, 1 National Guard. 15 firearms were brought to the operation by different suspects. One of the 15 firearms was stolen and we recovered it. Of course, what would an operation be if we didn't arrest theme park employees? We had 2 from Universal arrested and 2 from Disney arrested. 32.
Goofy. Why do your colleagues keep getting arrested? Do you have anything to say about it?
Oh, fucking do it again.
That's not what we expected you to say, Goofy.
Okay, so let's get to the first mugshot.
Mineola in Central Florida. He's a psychological therapist, and he worked for Family Life Counselors in Lake County.
Oh, no. No.
Counsel at-risk children, and at-risk children are those that are the easiest and the most vulnerable to be groomed. Family Life Counselors has fired him.
Good.
And before that, he was a swim coach at the Mount Verdi Academy in Lake County, where he was around pre-K to 12, from pre-K to 12th grade. Now, I underscore, he did not work for Mount Verdi Academy when this occurred. They fired him, or he left their employment in 2024. And you know what his profound statement was when he was arrested?
Okay. What do you think it was? Because this is going to be a banger.
Banger.
I thought this was a role-playing chat room.
Oh God, let's hear it.
Is going to divorce.
Oh my God!
What?
We're playing that back.
Fired him, and before that, he was a swim coach at the Mount Verdi Academy, K to 12 Academy, when this occurred. And you know what his profound statement was when he was arrested? My husband is going to divorce me when he hears about this.
Oh my God.
Not only does he hear about it, he gets to see it right here.
Oh.
He told the undercover male who was 15 that he loves oral sex and kinky sex. Now this.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Let's move on to another mugshot.
Christopher Williams. He's from Orlando. He's 31. He works for Positive Behavioral.
Oh no.
Damn it.
Specialist coordinator. I'm not sure what that means, but I do know what child sex predator means, and that's what he is. He was immediately fired. And he talked to the father, thinking that the father was negotiating a deal for there to be sex with a little 13-year-old girl.
Oh God.
Trafficking. And we could tell by the way he conducted himself, this was not the first time he was in that position. And of course, this person did not actually travel, but he engaged what he thought was a child on the internet. This is Robert Hill. He's 56 from Lake Placid. He's a sergeant with the Department of Corrections.
Dang, now Bobby.
For them since 2019. So he
Look at
was
his
on
shirt.
the outside keeping people in, and now he's on the inside of the jail, and we're protecting children from him. And he's wearing this shirt that I really like. I used to be a people person, then people ruined it. Well, the reality, he was trying to ruin children's lives, but our detectives stopped that.
Oh boy, he's pissed.
And then there's
He's pissed.
Macalino. He's 62 from Davenport. He's a CEO for Heritage Assisted Living Facility in Plant City. Now, I want you to think about this. The assisted living facility in Plant City Heritage, he's the CEO, and he's out grooming and trying to have sex with 15-year-old boys. He's been married 35 years. Oh, by the way,
Not much longer.
Resisted. But we do appreciate the fact that Louis' vehicle was paid off because we've seized that. And our plan is to use it in future operations to catch more.
Sucks to be you, Louis.
Oh boy.
Oh, look at that hair.
And McDonald's hires a lot of kids. He confessed. And he also confessed that on a previous occasion, he had sex with a 17-year-old male in Osceola County. We have the very fine sheriff with us today from Osceola. His team's looking further into this. They did say he was polite. I guess McDonald's taught him well to take care and be nice. But he's in jail because he was trying to have sex with a child. And then there's Hugo Dos Santos from Kissimmee. He's 39.
Look at this.
He's a legal assistant at Grand Vacations Timeshare. He's married.
Timeshare. Oh, here we go.
I hate this because now I'm not going to be able to adopt children. What?
Whoa.
Really?
We're going to move on to one more mugshot.
Very graphic. And then when we arrested him, he said he was doing his own investigation and he was going to notify law enforcement later. Wink, wink, nod, nod, right? Oh, he had a gun in the car. He was charged with human trafficking. But it's important to point out that that is the worst of the worst of the worst, because they're trying to attack your children. But let me go over this group. This is our human trafficking arrest.
Oh,
and
let's
we've just pulled
one of
them
them.
out. Then I'm going to turn it over to our Attorney General. This is Jabaz Lowe. He's 24. He's from Poinciana. What's interesting about Jabaz is he was a member of the Orange County Sheriff's Office. He was a recruit and in the academy. Now, he didn't tell us that, so he lied to us during the investigation. I can't imagine why he didn't want to tell us that he was a recruit for Orange County Sheriff's Office. But you know what? Orange County Sheriff's Office came here and fired him really quick. I believe it's safe to say that his law enforcement career was over before it began, and he didn't get it. And it's shocking to all of us because this is a guy that passed the background, the polygraph, and the psychological. He was an Army veteran. But the good news is we caught him soon when he was soliciting sex, because otherwise, had he been able to keep his composure, he would have been a law enforcement officer, but no more.
Wow.
Jeez.
Okay.
Well, in dedication, we need to play this clip.
See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out.
Indeed. So, this is the breakdown. We had 10 potential human trafficking victims, 15 firearms, 32 suspects charged with narcotics, 46 suspects were illegal immigrants to the country, 182 outside of Polk County, including 11 states and Puerto Rico.
Jeez, that's nuts.
You see why I made this number one?
Yeah, but no argument here in that regards.
Who is your gold medalist?
My gold medalist, the shittest town of Australia for the week ending the 21st of September 2025 is the Gold Coast in Queensland, and it's a multi for them this week. First off, a knife Goldie. Goldie. First off, a knife-wielding druggo jumps between 10th-story balconies and enters an old lady's apartment, but that's not the story we're going to be covering today. The story we're going to be covering is another homeless man bashed, this time left in a coma, and robbed by a feral woman. Now, strap yourselves in because this is disgusting. A homeless man has been left fighting for his life after a brutal assault on the Gold Coast. Police say the 54-year-old, who has no fixed address, was attacked at 12:30 a.m. on Wednesday at the corner of Scarborough and Young Streets in Southport. It is alleged a 29-year-old Southport woman approached the man, then repeatedly kicked and hit him before stealing his bag. The Queensland Ambulance Service spokeswoman said the man suffered a significant head injury. He was rushed to Gold Coast University Hospital, where he remains in a critical condition in an induced coma. Officers quickly tracked the woman to nearby High Street and arrested her a short time later. You piece of shit. Actually, no, you know what? Someone can probably express it better than me.
Oh, well, you can kindly go fuck yourself.
Indeed.
What a scumbag. And let's just, she's not out of the woods. She's not out of the woods by any shot on this either, NCR. Because remember, he's in a medically induced coma at the moment. This could easily get upgraded.
Good.
Oh, I can't believe us. Whilst you've got teens running rampant, I've got people beating up homeless people.
I think Florida man heard the Northern Territory's cries of teenage debauchery and said, "Release the children."
Oh, that's just yeah.
Oh.
We've got a number of people who are going to be nominated for Golden Turds this week. Make sure you let us know in the comment section below. But I will be saying I am happy to concede the MVP for this week. Without a shadow of a doubt, the MVP is Sheriff Grady Judd.
Indeed. 246 arrests and roasting all the criminals.
Oh mate, he was on fire.
We see his car's paid off, so we seized it. We're going to be using it.
Right, Grady
You
Judd
think it
was
was
so
a Jag.
Grady Judd was so amazing this week. You know, we should have the Foo Fighters playing for his honor.
We should. We should.
And on that note,
I am NCO News Network.
I'm Anthony Caruso.
And we will see you guys next time.